We're back now with the latest from the Conservative Political Action Conference, or CPAC, which kicks off this morning in Dallas. Former President Trump and Senator Ted Cruz are just a couple of the high-profile headliners who are expected to speak this weekend. NBC News reporter Gary Grumbach joins us now from the conference in Dallas. Gary, good morning to you. So what should we expect to see at the conference? Who else is expected to be speaking there?
Good morning, Joe. Yeah, CPAC has long been a gathering of conservatives and conservative ideas. But since Donald Trump stepped on the stage, literally and metaphorically, a few years ago here at CPAC, it really has become a gathering of Trumpism and Trump world in every sense of those terms. We're going to hear from everybody from Ted Cruz, former President Donald Trump, as you mentioned, to Colorado Representative Lauren Boebert. Fox News host Sean Hannity will be here, and also Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. So we're getting those types of voices from domestically. But we're also going to hear from Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban. He's giving the marquee speech here at CPAC, Texas, later this afternoon. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with Orban, he is the far-right leader of Hungary, who actually Freedom House moved their level of freedom from free to partly free, in part because of Orban's leadership. And just last week, he denounced countries where European and non-European people intermingle as, quote, no longer nations. So that's some fairly racist rhetoric from Orban there when he's going to be speaking here at CPAC. We're going to be talking to attendees throughout the day if they agree with what he has to say and if Orban does have a place here at CPAC. Joe?
Gary, I want to ask you about a couple key issues. First of all, abortion. We saw that strong defense of abortion rights by voters in Kansas's primary elections this week. How is that sitting with conservatives? That's a huge issue at CPAC. Is it going to be addressed at the conference this weekend?
Yeah, you know, abortion is something that is obviously a very emotional and personal issue for so many people across the country, conservatives, of course, included here. And while the issue of Kansas's vote specifically won't be necessarily a session subject here this weekend, we are hearing about the world of post-Roe America, what that looks like in the eyes of many conservatives here across the country. They have a session planned on that specifically later today.
And I also want to ask you about the political fallout from the January 6th hearings. Are we going to expect to see a lot of pushback to what the committee disclosed during all of those hearings that were televised from Capitol Hill?
Yeah, you got to remember, this is the world of Trumpism and Trump world here. So what Donald Trump thinks is that this is an illegitimate kangaroo court, he calls it. That's exactly what folks here and folks I've talked to across the country that are conservative believe. And actually, later today, we're going to be hearing a session called Giving Liz the Biz, of course, a reference to chair of the committee, Liz Cheney. And it's going to be led by Matt Whitaker, the former attorney general during the Trump administration, Matt Schlapp, the head of CPAC as well. And so and Jim Jordan, the representative, as well. So it's going to be three folks who have a lot of reason to not find this committee legitimate. And folks we've talked to all over the country say Donald Trump did nothing wrong on January 6th, and they don't believe he should be found liable for anything related to that day or what happened at the U.S. Capitol.
I'm going to guess Congresswoman Liz Cheney is not there. We should also note some other notable Republicans, former Vice President Mike Pence, the current governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis. They're not going to be attending CPAC this weekend. Does that say anything about the party right now?
Yeah, no Pence, no Pompeo, no Christie, some of the biggest names, no DeSantis, some of the biggest names in the Republican Party right now are not going to be here. And I think that does remind you what this sort of event has turned into. This used to be a gathering of conservatives where you would hear from the Pences and the DeSantises of the world, but not anymore. And it does create sort of a line in the sand, a dividing line as to the Trump wing of the party and everybody else that considers themselves a Republican. And it's going to make for a very interesting Saturday afternoon for two reasons. One, because of the annual straw poll that is held every year. It's something that experts and election watchers look at really closely to see who are conservatives interested in for the next election, of course, in this case, 2024. It's also going to be interesting because later that afternoon, about 2 hours after that straw poll concludes, former President Donald Trump is expected to take the stage here behind me to what is expected to be a raucous crowd.
All right, Gary Grumbach reporting from Dallas. Gary, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.